Hello everyone and welcome back to Rogue Trader. In the previous episode we explored the Coronus Expanse a little bit more and we collected a lot of things and we traded, and finally Pascal has a nice Meltagun and I am moving the wrong direction. And now we will return to our capital world to sort out the navigators, because the navigators came for Cassia. And what I understand, they want to bring her back because she is the heir to the Orsellio family, and I don't want Cassia to leave us. So if we can help it, I would like to keep her, because of course fortunately we have replacements for her as for the party, but in the story, if let her go, we have no navigator. Well, maybe the Orsellios will offer us another navigator, but I would like to keep Cassia if that's possible. We also found the system with Kiava Gamma. That's the last colony of our protectorate we could visit, and we have to, but I think before we go there we will do a little bit of more exploration just to gather goods and experience. And I think in the previous episode I was curious if fights granted us experience points, and I make a note of the XP before a fight, but I forget to check after it, so I want to do that in this episode, and I'm pretty sure we will have some fighting to do. I'm also curious if what will happen if we travel on this route. Okay. And now risk this route or lower it by 1, or we should go around. But one more dangerous jump or 2 less dangerous than considering that we can lose hull integrity on we can upgrade the ship. I haven't noticed that. Vulnerability scan. Flagship August scan an enemy ship to highlight its weak points. All damage to the weak point is increased by 30%. Only one weak point can be highlighted. Flagship fires up its maneuvering thrusters and slides a short distance to one side. I like that. Allows the use of both abilities of one selected post for one turn. Oh, we cannot use two abilities on one post. Reinforce shield. Reinforces a sector of the flagship shields until that sector suffers. Okay, again, reinforces sector of the flagship's shields until that sector suffers damage. The reinforced sector has increased chances of absorbing enemy attacks and lose only half of the strength and absorbing damage. Only one shield sector can be reinforced at a time. Let's choose this. And what's the next? Improve RAM. Voice RAM deals twice the additional damage for each extra tide traveled. Restored shields now inflicts only -2 speed reduction and no firing range penalty. I like that. Take it out. The flagship now collects 10% more scrap from destroyed ships. Repairing the void ship requires 50% less scrap. By using possibilities, there is a 20 chance its cooldown will be 1 round shorter. By using possibilities, there is a 50 chance its cooldown will be 1 round. Oh, the chance is increased. Silent running. When approaching an enemy, the flagship shuts down non-essential systems and starts to drift unnoticed past enemy ships. As a result, in most encounters, larger enemy vessels, frigates and larger, are surprised and act later. I like to take it all. Because scrap, we need a lot of scrap to repair the ships and to upgrade it, so let's take that. Now we have an ability to use. Okay. I think it would be worth it to make this route a little bit safer, because we want to travel this way more often to get to Furibundus and back. The tech piece reports a brief malfunction in the yellow generator that left the rest exposed to the water for a brief second. According to the enforcer report, something did manage to get into the ship and it's now crawling the dark corridor loading bay down. Send patrols into the affected chamber. There are armed teams left to search for the unknown creature that had invaded the vessel. All but 2 returned with nothing to show for it but air turned prematurely grey and horror stories of what was happening holding it down. One team brought back a bizarre trophy allegedly found behind a shattered window. The last team was never seen or heard from again. Let's check on the colonies. Foulstone. We can have a new project on Foulstone. Well, only if we maxing out this. Okay, now I'm curious what are these others for. Maybe later we have new projects later available. Lord Captain, there's been a tragedy on Dargonos. Governor Drivestam has been dedicating most of his time to restoring the astropathic core lost to the warp storms. But the psychers he assembled were struck by an unknown assault. They heard something and it has cast them into madness. The astropaths have lost sleep, glowed at their skin to the flesh, muttered gibberish, and now they have gone completely berserk. They had to be eliminated, and now only a few of the most resilient astropaths are upholding the connection to Dargonos. But how long will they last? Where did the former astropaths come from, and can we get more of them? I have received complaints that the Governor Drivestam has devastated the minor astropathic cores of the Protectorate. He scaled them down by almost half through blatant abuse of his authority. To take more people from these cores would mean depriving ourselves of the connections with other worlds. We could try to hire sanctioned psychers for other domains, but they will few as the road as the Imperium is perilous. Okay. We can try getting by with the resources that are already available to us. Seek out the unsanctioned astropaths who train those active citizens of the Protectorate displaying promise. A most regrettable violation of his laws caused by our grave situations. What is the cause of this affliction? Who knows? The schemes of heretics from the cult of the Final Dawn, the treacherous magic of the Xenos. Perhaps it was planned diversion, or maybe it was a random echo in the immaterial. What say my advisors? Where can we attain a new core? The astropaths are among the most finely trained specialists in the Imperium who beheld the light of the Emperor himself and gained a special bond with our master. I strongly advise our outsider to recruit only sanctioned psychers who are capable of keeping their talents in check. If there are not enough, the Inquisition will assist you in locating and acquiring more. I think I will go with Henrik's advice, even though I hasn't heard the other two, because at least with sanctions psychers we know they can control their powers and not let warp entities come over, at least not as easily as unsanctioned ones. And if we are hiring an unsanctioned psyker, who can tell it is not the member of the cult? Your Lordship, Lady Theodora not only had enemies in the Expanse, but friends as well, those who she helped out, rescued and saved. I think these people can offer a helping hand. Among them are several powerful planetary rulers who possess both astropaths and a deep respect for your family name. There are a lot of psychers on my home planet, Lyra, Lord Captain. Do you know why? They are not despised, persecuted or enslaved on the black ships. There we are sheltered from raids, educated and respected. Of course, it is all done in secrecy from outsiders, but I can suggest which ruler to contact. Perhaps the Von Valancius family name will be enough to make a deal and obtain more educated group of astropaths rather than some criminal rebel. I am counting on the help of the Inquisition, Henriks. If we get your astropaths, the Von Valancius dynasty is too important for us to just turn a blind eye to it is in its time of need. And I remember that the Inquisitor, who is in the Cornus Expanse, the highest Inquisitor, sent us to a letter that he's got our back. A wave of armed skirmishers and detentions swept across the Expanse. The ships carrying these powerful captives had broke the new astropath core to Dargonos. Why captives? Even the most influential could not resist the fearsome agents of the Inquisition, who had requested the ruler's valuable servants to meet the needs of the Von Valancius dynasty. Okay, so those were requested. The tragic pestilence of the Astrocast has not appeared again, but all of them have reported hearing strange whispers ever since their first day on the planet. Alright. Now we have 6 mechanisms and there was somewhere some project which needed mechanisms. This only needs reputation. Plus 2 to minus 2 competency. I don't think I want that. Yeah, because we have 2. I think maybe on John's. Yeah. And this will give us medkits on a regular basis. Well, that's not that important. Okay, let's go here. Oh, and we have to consult with the Chancellor. I think the most useful will be Henrik's in these negotiations. Cassia, of course, must be there. Okay. It is fun that you have to think not just with abilities, who to put in your party, but also what they represent in the game world. To be fair, we could have also switched Pascal with Joe, but we need Pascal in case there will be an attack. So on Dragonus we haven't been attacked yet. And I'm expecting that it will happen sooner or later. Oh, but our party is not here because they're dispersed in the palace. Let's speak with Abelard, granddaughter. It's also funny that in the 40k world there's a rejuvenation treatment. Basically they can make people's life, they can extend people's life greatly. Well, not everybody is, mostly it is for the nobles and the rich, but it's not uncommon for a noble to live like 200 or 300 years. And it's funny that if you have a dynasty, you can meet your not just your grandchildren, but your great grandchildren or great great grandchildren. Your lordship currently looks away from her data state. I hope your stay on Dargos will be beneficial to your physical and mental state. I understand that the heir of the protectorate must have his hands full, but one shouldn't forget about the rest. No, I must take my leave because she is standing in a purple box. I want to speak with him about Xenos first. Akis nods your pencil, your lordship. How may I be of service? Already know something about that. Cannot speak with Hendrix here. Let's talk about. We have already had that, but we already talked about them. But let's check on the graph. The graph was here from a forge with them on their states. They are the Kiev Gamma family. Okay. And I believe I choose them to be at our side. Okay. Mistake. We already read all of those texts. Let's get back here. What about the meeting with the navigators of House Orsellio? Clemente immediately focused on the data state in her hands. Allow me to report. The esteemed navigators of House Orsellio have taken residence in the guest estate and await a meeting with you. How would you like to receive them? Readiness for reception work to verify taste of the novice novelized. No, they are, I know from Cassia that they like this the refined stuff, or refined, it's not that's the correct word, but the fancy stuff. They all for all the fancy things. So make arrangements for a reception worthy of the refined taste of the novice novelized. Understood, your lordship. Clemente promptly makes a note on the data state. Would you like to hold this meeting shortly? Yes, Cassia and I are ready for the talks. I still have some unfinished. Maybe we should speak with Cassia. No, we tried to speak about this on the ship, and she didn't say anything. Yes, Cassia and I are ready for the talks. Then I have messengers sent to retrieve the esteemed guests. Yep. This will be the party. Or maybe I'm thinking about bringing Joe, because she might also have a few tricks up her sleeve. But if it's turning out that we have to fight, this is a much better choice. So I'm sticking to my guns. I hope it's worth losing that profit factor to keep us safe. Regent Aranto Orsellio is team delegation. The rogue trader and the Vombolancius protectorate welcome you. Come this way, please. I think we have to treat them with respect if we want to keep Cassia. At least they will believe that we treat her in such a manner as it should have been. or what she deserves. The esteemed representatives of the novice nobility have arrived at the Rogue Traders Court. The regent of the great House Orsellio, Orsellio. His companions, Lady Glyceria Orsellio, Navigator, Laszlo Simon Orsellio, and his intended bride, Lady Navigator Alexandria Orsellio, Lady Navigator Elia Hatteria Orsellio, and somebody else. A tall, wizened old man proudly stares at you with milky, unblinking eyes. Blue skin sways with his every move, as if the navigator's flesh has detached from his bones. An unsunkly hole marks the regent's face where his nose should be, and the old man's skull is covered with spiky growths. Rogue Trader, the regent's piercing voice cuts through the silence. On behalf of House Orsellio, we would like to express our immense satisfaction at this meeting and our gratitude for the warm welcome. It pleases us to know there are still lords in the Cornus Expanse who observe etiquette and the traditions of hospitality. And yet this is not why we are here. Our grace is obliged to note how much the Rogue Trader has done for House Orsellio by protecting his beloved child. We waited for many turns to behold her radiant visage. The regent shifts his unblinking gaze to Cassia. Come now, child, there is much we need to discuss. Cassia steps forward, then stops and looks at you. Well, we are playing with an icon, so I think we just nod. I leave the decision up to Cassia. If she wants to stay with us, we will do everything in our power to let her stay. If she wants to go, I think we will let her go. So we are just nodding. Cassia smiles faintly and addresses the regent. Esteemed regent, it pleases me to see the gleaming sheen of gold and turquoise above your brow. It is thanks to the effort of the Rogue Trader that I stand here today, and there is so much I want to tell you. But what is it you desire to hear most? We know what happened at the station, child. Your connection to the Atlas has grown so strong we felt the turmoil in your soul. And the events that transpired have shaken us. House Orsellio is deeply grateful to the Rogue Trader for the destruction of the saboteurs, and we are willing to reciprocate such a magnanimous gesture. We trust that a treaty of friendship and alliance underpinned by the transfer of several artifacts of exceeding relativity will suffice. Now come, child, it is time we depart for your new home so that we may finish what we started. Esteemed Regent, perhaps I could continue my education while still accompanying the Rogue Trader on his travels. Just imagine how much I could learn beyond the bounds of. Cassia notices the Regent's furious glare and falls short. Okay, so she wants to stay because she's enjoying traveling the world with us rather than sitting in a golden cage again. Cassia, I would be honored if he decides to stay, and I don't even care what gives their offer to us. They can withdraw it, but I think if we think with the etiquette, they cannot really withdraw it because they already said they're offering us because what we have done in the past. So Cassia, I would be honored if you decide to stay. Unthinkable.
Don't just stand there. Help the rogue trader defend the child and the palace.
Down with Tisiphone's tyranny! Kill the girl!
I'll make an example out of you!
None of you shall survive!
So, my wish is complete. I think we are good where we are standing. Cassia is also in a good position. Oh, the dear sister. But we have to stay somewhere where we can see Hendrix. Can we upgrade Hendrix right now? Oh, yes, we can. Then we will do upgrade him. Or we can't. Alright. It's not a real problem, to be honest. I knew. I just knew. Okay, we had to take out the navigator.
Follow my lead.
What? No line of sight to the target. What? Some effect is on the navigator. Eye of a beam. Every navigator has no line of sight. Let's dodge. Okay. Conversion. When the viewer suffers a critical hit for the first time around, all damage from is prevented. Guide of souls. Creator starts fighting, including extra turns for custody, additional movement for characters. Allied targeted each turn by creating a single turn gains the same amount of additional movement points. Mastery of time. Whenever a creature in combat gains an extra turn, the navigator gains fucking plus 5 points of blue power until the end of the combat. Ah, there's something there. So how about...
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Now, can we charge? Yes, we can. Okay.
I will do my duty. It will be done. Indeed.
Wow, 0 damage.
Go down easy.
All right, Cassia.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Okay, Hendrik. It's time for you to charge the
But of
guy.
course, Lord Captain.
Well, then she must move there. But everyone can see her there. No, it's not. It's not a good thing to do.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
And
I'm not
Henry gets it.
accustomed to being ordered around.
It's as good as done. On
Make
it.
her target. The usual
Oh, if
stuff.
not me.
Yes.
I'll see to it personally. It's as good as done. The best defense is a good offense.
Help me, Lord Captain!
Didn't flinch.
High momentum.
Immediately restores all movement. Okay, we will wait for that.
For the throne's glory. I feel the power surging. Naturally. Holy terror, smite your enemies. Be gone.
Okay, let's move there. And these guys have bolters in hand. It looks like. Start hacking them.
Let's see to it. Holy terror, smite your enemies.
0 AP. Until the end of the turn, that all targets within strength and agility on all incoming damage.
But of course, Lord Captain. For the throne's glory.
I should have done that before.
Activate Calculated Fury algorithm.
And see why can't I see the hit chance? 95.
My vow is deserved. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Well, now
I venerate you, machine spirits.
on me.
Doubt is for the weak.
Very nice shot, sister.
I'll do it.
Let's run and gun.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
And let the navigator taste some melt. Wow. Can't really hit her. It's a problem. Then take care of the guards then.
Faith without deeds is worthless. Is why I was chosen.
And let's dash away.
I'll do it.
Nothing stands against me.
Okay. Cassia is matrixing. Nice. It is truly worth not to shoot at the navigator. Okay, I see the problem here. I cannot charge that guy, but we need to kill this one, so
At your beck and call. Ah! A tactically sound approach.
so I know the plan now.
Victory is imminent.
I know what we will do.
No
Use the
matter.
bearing breach. And we start hammering away.
I will do my duty. An exemplary strike.
One more.
It will be done.
And now we can charge that guy.
Indeed.
And cannot kill both. We can't kill neither of them, but let's hit this
Victory is
one.
imminent.
He's out of range. Okay, Cassia is moving here
I have read tomes of military tactics.
because yeah, this guy might shoot at her, but these idiots are also shooting at Cassia. So
That is foolishness.
no line of sight to that target. Why? Well, in this case, can't do that.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
Oh, I don't do that. Can we? No.
If I may,
Make Hendrix charge.
Holy terror, smite your enemies.
I am a navigator.
Because
not
we
a
have a
servant.
chance now. If this guy, she wants to shoot, if he wants to shoot, he has to move, and Hendrix can. Hendrix, What's the matter with your eyes?
I'll
Okay,
see to it
I
personally.
think this guy won't be shooting.
I'll make it happen.
Well, 10% armor penetration plus 6 damage. 10% armor penetration. Well, Hendrix, I'm sorry.
I'll see to it.
Oh, and he dodged it. Who's that? One of the guards. Alright. Lead, and this is psychic force. Oh, he's almost dead. Only 40% capture. That's not good. How about this? That's even worse. Also just 40%.
I won't object to it. Your reckoning is
Momentum.
Okay. That is fine. I don't think we need any more. Well, Abelard can take some damage, but in this case with one shot we can eliminate both.
Running binaric override.
Even tortured to fight like
Successfully
this!
terminated.
Mercy, the lead navigator covers her face with her disfigured scaly hands, each with an extra finger and conjoined collegial bones. Her clothes are covered in blood, mostly that of your servants, and several unexploded bullets are sticking out of her chest plate. Rogue Trader, whether on purpose or out of ignorance, you are harboring a monster that is cunningly pretending to be an innocent maid. Spare me and I, Elena Materia Orsellio, we swear to tell you the whole truth about the madness that is devouring House Orsellio like a Magellan tumor. Do not let the regent deceive you with honeyed lies, lest the cursed child ruin the protectorate as well. You see rage and despair in the lead navigator's face, but neither is directed at you. Your fate will be decided during the trial, Lady Alina. I will hear you what you wish to tell me. Thank you for your lenience, Rogue Trader. And I also want the Regent pass judgment on her. Or at least have a say in that. Elena Hatta also is charged with the attempted murder of Novator here, Cassia Orsellio, the attempted murder of a rogue trader, and the attack on the palace. Let the trial commence. The unnatural, bulbous eyes of the navigator constantly shifts between you and Cassia. Black secretions run down her cheeks instead of tears, leaving unsightly streaks. And this will be an interesting one, because we also know that Cassia can project her emotions to others who are just around them. So it's definitely something is up. with her. However, I don't think she's aware of or she has any bad intent. I, Elena Hatterite of House Orsellio, swear to tell the rogue trader nothing but the truth. May the God Emperor be my witness. Pathetic. Silence. With all due respects, House Orsellio has hardly covered itself in glory thus far today. It is time its representatives answer before the rogue trader. Oh yes, because she was part of his retinue and attacked us, and it is partly his responsibility. Lady Elena, what do you have to say in your defense? Let's not blame the house for now. However, that would be a crafty political move. I do not know what is it you wish to learn, but I will start from the very beginning. A long time ago, Tisiphone ascended to the throne of Orsellio. She was a daring novator who broke part of the house to the expanse, hoping to strengthen our position in the Imperium. The house prospered, but Tisiphone was never satisfied. She went mad in her pursuit of power, seeking more influence, more control, and she saw enemies everywhere, even among her loyal followers. Coronia was slowly driving Tisiphone insane, and one day she created the Starway Atlas, a relic that is implanted in our bodies at birth, a noose around our necks, or gift and or damnation. Tisiphone used the Atlas to control us, subdue our will, and mold our thoughts. If anyone put a toe out of line, she killed them with a glance. At first, many branches of House Orsellio tried to resist her tyranny, and Tisiphone cut them down with extreme brutality. For example, the entire Settler branch was destroyed simply because its leaders asked too many questions about the Atlas and wanted to know the truth about its creation. I understand Tisiphone's transgressions, but what does any of that have to do with Lady Cassia? Tisiphone passed her Atlas on her successor before fleeing the house. To a newborn child, we could not surrender the throne to the tyrant's creature. Tisiphone was cunning and treacherous. She must have hatched an entire plan beforehand. Her disappearance, the child, the transfer of the leash. We feared that one day she could be reborn in Cassia's body, and we could not let that happen. This is a bit of a stretch, but stranger things have happened. What else is Tisiphone Orsellio guilty of? Tisiphone's madness weakened the dynasty, and not long ago the Novator vanished. Indeed, her loyal followers lie when they say she chose to retire. The truth is that nobody knows the truth. I hope she is rotting away on one of her secret worlds. Elena finishes with sneer. You called Cassia a monster because of Tisiphone's Atlas? Largely yes, but there is more. Have you never felt pure, unadulterated disgust by standing close to her? Or perhaps fury or fear? Who but a monster would manipulate the minds and feelings of others, even more so than Tisiphone herself did? Okay, but she is not doing that on purpose. She cannot control it, she says. But I think I believe that she cannot control it. Why didn't? Because she didn't use it in a in a knowledgeable way. So basically she always projected to others what she felt, and if she wanted to manipulate people with feelings, she would project something else what she is feeling. Why didn't you attack before? Why now? Persephone always has plenty of opponents, but we were afraid to trust one another. Any of us could be spying for her followers. We saved our strengths and dealt the first blow 5 years after the heir was born, striking at one of the estates on ERTVI. But the girl survived, and Regent Arano hit her so far away and guarded so truly, it took us another 13 years to find her. And then another 2 get into the Regent good graces and reach Europe 5. Now Cassia is in the spotlight and the House Council is about to put her on the throne. Surely there is no better time to cut off the serpent's head. So we admit Regent Aronto was not aware of the assassination attempt. Eliana clicks her tongue loudly. Regent Aronto is guilty of mass killings, intimidation, inhuman torture, abetting Persephone and raising her heir. His crimes are many, but this one is not among them. I would love to see his head on a chopping block, but honor prohibits me for slandering him in a trial before the rogue trader. I think I have heard enough. The rogue trader now knows about the regent's atrocities and the girl's corruption. I hope I succeed in warning you about the danger that lurks within Cassia Orsellio. Lady Elena, answer my questions. Okay, you already done that. Regent Aronto, representative of your house, made an attempt on Lady Cassia's life and attacked the rogue trader. Rogue trader House Orsellio humbly asks for your lenience and forgiveness. We could not even imagine these vile rats could be scurrying among our ranks. As for them sneaking into the rogue trader's palace and staging an unthinkable crime, God Emperor, be my witness, the accursed renegade seeks to spark a feud between our houses. Okay, my problem here is, well, it's Cassia, because I think the regent and the navigator is Hetty or Elena. She's also telling the truth, and the regent also acted well. If he served the tyrant, then maybe he is more guilty. How do I know your words are not just another trap? We are ready to tell you everything we know so that this misunderstanding can be remedied as quickly as possible. Why are people trying to kill Lady Cassia? Everyone in the house knows the child is the keeper of the one true Starway Atlas, which once belonged to our great navigator Persephone Orsellio. The ungrateful wretches secretly hated her grace, and when Persephone abdicated her responsibilities and set off for parts unknown, they staged a revolt to destroy her successor. Does Cassia really carry Persephone's atlas? We believe it with all our heart. The Novator sent many cycles on the world where the child was born. It is said that everyone who witnessed the miracle her birth simultaneously departed for a destination known only to the Novator. Stephanie gave the order and followed them soon after, leaving her precious gift to the Atlas to Cassia and therefore marking her as her successor. Tell me more about the renegades, at least your point of view. There are madmen who seek to destroy the centuries-old traditions of our great house, so carefully nurtured by the previous Novator House Orsellio. They deem the century of her rule a tyranny and our most sacred relic a curse that must be destroyed. Fools! If the Atlas were to be destroyed, the whole of House Orsellio would follow it into oblivion. Why do the renegades seek to destroy the house relic? They dread her power, for only a Novator can fully grasp the mysteries and harness the power of the Stairway Atlas. What the renegades call a leash we call a guiding star. What do you know about Cassia's unbelieved power? A special gift for a special child. She was born with it and grew up under its influence. The instability sometimes hampered her education, but we learned to prevent most outbursts. As long as the child remains calm and remains in seclusion, the powers cannot take hold of her mind. It looks like House Orsellio has fallen on hard times. The regent stays silent and then replies, "To call your statement false would be a lie. For many years, we managed to maintain the fragile balance within our house, but then the Novator's departure shook the fate of many. The treasury is empty, the navigators are scattered, the war routes are scrambled, and many of our allies cannot be reached. Which is why it is so important to complete the child education. It is Cassia's duty to take Persephone's place and lead the house to prosperity. Such is her great destiny." The regent acknowledges your words with a nod and waits for you to continue. Lady Cassia, you too are an injured party in this. What would you do in my place? If I may speak, so many dirty colors have profound from the mouths of those present that I feel covered in filth from head to toe. As for the future Novator, I want to bleach them, purify them, and let them go. Heed me, I am the one to blame for what happened today, and I accept full responsibility for the actions of my house. Cassia speaks bravely and openly, though her hands are shaking a little. And I think Trakan is sitting on the chair and closing his eyes, that this is the answer that we don't want to hear. Why, wretch? Who do you think you are? Will you now start killing those who have displeased you as Tisiphone did before you? The fury on Alina's face gives way to the desperation once she realizes what she just said. She slowly reaches for the Atlas embedded in her chest, looking at Cassia for obvious fear. Here, as child, this burden is too heavy for you to shoulder alone. You are not yet ready. I implore you to settle this conflict. I offer the rogue trader a 100-year contract with House Orsellio, committing us to charting the shortest and safest routes for the Von Valancios Protectorate within the Coronus Expanse. I will also remain aboard the rogue trader's vessel and assist him until he decides otherwise, or until duty to the house summons me to the Novator's seat. Why is this line even here? What are you going to do to Lady Alina? The esteemed regent will put Lady Alina and her people in one of our family goals. She is a House Orsellio navigator after all. There is no need for our precious blood to be spilled. Lady Alina stares at Cassia incredulously with a bulging eye but remains silent. Her hand restlessly carries the spot where her atlas is embedded. I accept your offer, Lady Cassia. Cassia smiles. You have never seen her so open, so radiant. Thank you, Trakan. I mean, rogue trader. Regent Arontor remains silent for a long while. So be it. We failed to notice that our child had grown up and become strong. You may stay with the rogue trader until the house summons you. His influence is anomalous, but it has served to bring out Blessed Tisiphon's most precious talent, the talent of leadership. Rogue trader, we are now bound by the terms of the contract. Your representatives may contact House Orsellio at any time and we will respond. And one more thing, protect the child like the apple of your eye. Remember that you have the future novator of the Nabis Novarat house aboard your vessel. Okay, that was a good decision. Well, we didn't make any real decisions here. And that's the point, we delegated the decision to Cassia. And it seems... Okay, let's check with the Chancellor. Or Chancellor. Maybe it's pronounced Chancellor, after Chancellor Palpatine. Okay, I think we solved this quest. And now we can get back to exploration, and I think we will do just a little exploration in this episode before finishing it. No more loot, unfortunately. Okay, now we have spilled blood in our throne room, so it is okay. Now it's truly part of our protectorate. Because I can't think of a place we haven't fight. Well, the only place we haven't fight is the bunker in Wicked Minoris, but the system is kind of ceased to exist. So I know what we will do. We'll go here. Because there were a lot of Dark Eldar fleet. Okay, let's check one then. For Captain, the astropathic Coar have caught a glimpse of horrifying visions coming from Rehoboth 6. Something has breached the colony from underground. Soon after a new sector of deep tunnels have been put into operation, it was overrun by monsters. They lurk in the darkness, swarm in the shadows, attack quietly and leave nothing in their wake, consuming flesh, plus steel and rockweed. Wow. The churring of 1,000 claws heralds their approach, and desperate cries can be heard in the silence of the tunnels. Praise to be the Golden Throne, these creatures do not seem to be interested in getting to the surface. However, they have seized several active mines and are doing the Emperor only knows what. What are those creatures? None who face them has survived to tell the tale. The frightened workers call them a swarm because they crawl along the tunnel like a wave. They say that the enemies are vast in numbers and are insect-like. One of the workers who was lucky to survive the attack has since come up to the surface. The horror drove him mad, but he held a wrench covered with strange engravings. The pattern was exactly the same as the one that the Mad Comics had been etching into the walls. Well, that's why we have advisors. The threat is unknown. Establishing the nature of the threat is the top priority. Collateral losses are insignificant. Requesting authorization to coordinate an offensive operation to be carried out by penal battalions in order to determine the nature of the attack. We have to block off this threat and protect the people. To do this, we must blow up the tunnels, but to make sure that the plan works, it has to be done in zones currently occupied by this unknown enemy. I am sure that a dozen brave men can be found in the colony once willing to accept the grace of martyrdom and descend into the darkness with the explosives. Well, no, I don't think closing off the tunnels will be good, because they can eat through that as well. Let's Pascal create a plan for counterattack. May your tactical analysis be graced by optimality. The ruthless plan of Magus Honan had been constructed with the utmost logical perfection, taking its efficiency and losses into account. The smaller groups were sacrificed in order to preserve the force of the larger ones. The Wellboss 6 defense squads met some swarm in the darkness. The monstrous insects, clad in metal carapaces, tore apart everything with their mandibles. The carnage inside the narrow caves cost many lives, but in the end the creatures were exterminated and their vile lair, not unlike a metallic crypt, has been ransacked and its treasures removed. I think those were Tyranids. Can we build something? Oh, this is good. We do that. We don't want to do that, and we wait for the Kazbalika mission. We want to raise reputation with them. We can do anything. Yeah, pure for sloth. Then why can't we do this? Oh, there's a project. Okay, that's why. Sale is completed, and we could do that if we wanted to, but we don't want. So let's. Unquenchable greed. Maybe for this project have +3 profit. I don't know. Double that. And we reach that planet that already explored. Now let's visit it and try to take down the Xenos ship, because that will yield us hopefully quite a few Xeno relics, which we can sell to the Kazbalika mission. The ship's crew is up to the challenge, because we have 2 ships now. Or at least I hope we are up for the challenge.
I can see crimson lights in the void.
Okay, I forgot about that. Nice. Cannot reload the microphones.
Engage the engines.
Let's move close to this.
With the force of a supernova. Macro cannons, open fire! Let the void sort them out.
Cannot. Oh, in this instance, if we could use this, we can drive the torpedoes into them. I think there will be 8 enemies in that. That's the shadow field. I think they auto yeah. Let's go for a hunt. Oh. That's a good one. What's that? Boarding rounds. You cannot do any fancy thing.
Coordinates set.
Move there, and maybe I can use this. Increase
Salvo!
the range. That was nice. We have to win in 9 rounds. Well, if no more ships arrive, well, I don't even care if more ships are arriving.
Make every shot count.
Well, only one.
Macro
hit.
cannons, open fire!
We need just
Salvo!
one good hit. Come on.
Helmsman, take us in.
Let's move there. Reload the cannons.
Let them taste our fury. Salvo! Keep up the pressure.
Another 2 arrived, but I would like a turn increase. Well, I'm curious what how it will end after 10 turns, or after 8 turns. If we don't destroy everybody, we still got some cargo from the destroyed ships. I think it's time to raise the shields.
Let them taste our fury!
I wonder if turning back maybe.
All hands prepare for acceleration!
Don't have the range with that weapon, but we can jump ahead. And now we have the range.
Fire at will.
They restart shields. Well, I think the turns are okay. We will die before it will count down. Before we lose all the turns. We are not ready for them, I think. But if no one else will come, then maybe.
Salvo! Macro cannons, open fire! Let the void sort them out.
Let's do a warp wave on that. Wasn't enough to destroy it. Oh, we can reload the cannons.
Salvo!
Come on, just one hit, please.
Let them taste our fury.
Okay, now another two. But I think that's it.
Detected. No emergency beacon detected. No survivors detected.
That's a bad place to be, my friend. But it seems our shields... These are the torpedoes.
Make every shot count. Salvo!
Oh hell yeah. Let's check the pattern. And if we go in there, that's not enough. But that is good enough.
Engage the engines.
We have a small chance
Lance
to destroy
battery!
it.
Volley!
Let's... we can select here. Can we see the... Let's reinforce the back shield. Even if we jump ahead. I don't know if we could have fired torpedo. It was a good call. It was a freaking good call. Okay, let's do this trick.
Coordinates set.
Increase the range.
Fire at will. Keep up the pressure.
I think we have them.
Time to reap the spoils of the battle.
God'sbane lance weapon. Wow. We have two of these. Okay. So that's why this battle was so hard. The reward is totally worth it. Let's first fix the ship. I see, it's a dorsal lance weapon. It's just one shot. But still. $305. Let's upgrade. We are almost level 6. Okay, let's scan. Nice. Let's make cargo out of them. Just last kill. Need that. Explore. Okay. When is this? Several. Okay. But it's still. don't want to do that. Just plus steel. Okay. Okay. Alright guys, I think that's it for this episode. If you liked it, please give the video a like, subscribe and comment down below. Also, I would like to thank your support for the channel. I really appreciate it. And I see you in the next one. Bye!